Welcome to Job Genius Job Profiles, a career exploration series brought to you by Express Employment Professionals. Job Genius Job Profile videos feature in-demand occupations that can put you on the path to career success. You know, no matter what level of education you decide to complete, there are tons of choices for jobs that offer good pay and a bright future. And all of them are within your reach just by earning an associate degree, which only takes about 2 years. So let's dive right in and take a look at some in-demand careers with a bright outlook that are projected to grow rapidly and have a large number of openings in the years to come. Jobs in the healthcare industry are hot. And the good news is that for many rewarding and high-paying healthcare jobs, you don't need a 4-year degree. Take, for example, a registered nurse. Registered nurses have been called the backbone of the healthcare industry. They're often the patient's first point of contact in the medical system. They also help in treating patients and establishing a plan of care.
So being a nurse is amazing, first of all. I get to work with different patients, different ages, different backgrounds, work with their families and provide care for them and advocate for them and be their person in the hospital. So when I walk into the hospital for my shift, I get a patient assignment and I am in charge of those patients for the whole day. I am giving them medications, I'm doing different treatments, I'm making sure that they are pain-free and cared for and clean and basically satisfied through the day. So to become a registered nurse, you can expect to be in school anywhere from 2 years to about 8 years, depending on exactly what you want to do. Nursing has been a very rewarding career for me. There's a lot of growth available for me and lots of different things that I can do when I choose to leave the floor. And I highly suggest it to anybody who's interested in taking care of people.
If you're interested in a career in nursing, here are a few things to consider. The profession requires good communication and social skills. You'll also need to have compassion, patience, and be able to perform under stressful situations. The training to become a registered nurse can take 2.5 to 3.5 years at a community college. There's a lot of competition to be accepted to most nursing programs, so you'll need to complete 1 to 3 semesters of college-level prerequisite courses. Then the nursing program itself is 2 years. After that, you'll be eligible to take a state registered nurse licensure exam and be on your way to a brilliant career. Out in the workforce, an entry-level registered nurse can expect to earn around $60,000 per year. In Canada, registered nurses are also in high demand, where they earn between $65,000 and $75,000 per year, depending on location. And as far as career advancement, well, there are more than 100 nursing specialties that offer greater opportunity, responsibility, and greater pay. Most require additional nursing experience, and some require additional education too. There's a huge amount of information about nursing careers online. For starters, check out nurse.org for career guides, advice, and blog articles. And we're just getting started with hot medical careers you can get into with just an associate degree. So let's say you'd like a career in the medical field, but dealing with patients in person isn't exactly your cup of tea. If you're more of a documents, data, and security kind of person, you may be interested in a career as a medical records and health information technician. A medical records and health information technician compiles, processes, and maintains patients' medical records in accordance with privacy and security protocols. Think of the job as a combination of information technology, business, and medical knowledge. The job requires a working knowledge of the healthcare industry's numerical coding system and high level of discretion to protect patient confidentiality. People who work in medical records should have strong customer service skills, have a high degree of organization, and be able to respond with a sense of urgency to multiple requests simultaneously. You may find career opportunities in a medical setting like a hospital or clinic or other healthcare service provider or vendor, at an insurance company, or at a government agency. Earning an associate degree in health information technology involves completing a 2-year program. After that, you'll be ready to take your national certification exam and get to work. As is the case in many in-demand careers, gaining admission to the degree program can be competitive. You may be required to take an assessment test for writing, reading, and math skills, as well as interview with the faculty of the institution where you're applying. But don't let any of that intimidate you. You can always find books or online study guides to help you prepare. And keep in mind that a little bit of extra work in the beginning will all be worth it when you land a job that earns you more than $35,000 a year. And if you're the kind of person who might enjoy working in your pajamas, many health information positions allow you to work from home. If you prefer a little more hands-on career in healthcare, consider becoming a physical therapist assistant. Physical therapist assistants work under the guidance of physical therapists to help provide treatment procedures and programs to patients to help them regain mobility or function. A typical day on the job entails assisting patients as they go through exercises or rehabilitative activities. A PT assistant monitors patients' progress, compiles and evaluates data, and reports the information to a physical therapist. Because you'd work closely with patients who often experience pain and discomfort as a result of treatment, you need to have an empathetic, supportive, and encouraging personality. Physical therapist assistants may work in a hospital or clinic, a nursing home, a sports facility, for a home health provider, or other settings. You'll work with patients ranging from children to the elderly who may be affected by neck, back, or spinal injuries, athletic injuries, strokes, or recovering from surgery like total joint replacement. You can become a physical therapist assistant by earning an associate degree that typically takes a little over 2 years to complete. As a PT assistant, you can expect to earn around $45,000 per year. Another great healthcare career with fantastic potential is a radiation therapist. Radiation therapists operate imaging equipment to produce X-rays, which help doctors diagnose a patient's medical issues. You'll deal directly with patients to prepare and position them correctly, according to the prescribed procedure. Training for a career in radiation therapy involves earning a 2-year associate degree. Coursework involves both classroom and lab time, as well as clinical rotations in local hospitals or clinics. Upon completion of the program, you will be prepared to take your certification exam and go to work. To be a good radiation therapist, you should enjoy working with people and be comfortable working with patients who are in a stressful situation. You'll need sharp attention to detail since accuracy and precision are crucial. You'll need to be a good team player as part of a group of people working to manage the care of many patients. More than half of all radiation therapists work in hospitals, but there are also employment opportunities at clinics and medical imaging facilities. On average, an entry-level radiation therapist earns over $61,000 per year. With additional training and education, you can go on to specialized imaging fields like computerized tomography and magnetic resonance imaging technician. Another hot field in healthcare you can get into with an associate degree is cardiovascular technician. Cardiovascular technicians use ultrasound diagnostic machines to test and monitor patients' cardiac activity. They work closely with patients to explain and answer questions about the procedures. They also conduct and monitor patients' blood pressure and heart rate during the procedures. A few of the important qualities to possess in this career field are the ability to be an active listener. That means giving your full attention to what others say and asking thoughtful, appropriate questions. You also need good social awareness, understanding people's reactions, and why people act the way they do. In addition, you need to be comfortable working independently and managing a busy workload. You can earn an associate degree in 5 semesters of coursework, then be ready to take your certification exam and get to work as a cardiovascular sonographer in a hospital or clinic. Once on the job, as a cardiovascular technician, you can expect to earn, on average, around $54,000 per year. Of course, there are other great careers aside from healthcare. If you're tech-minded, there are tons of great opportunities. Automation is the wave of the future, and the future is right now. As we begin to rely more and more on automation and robotics to do everything from flipping our burgers to driving our cars, we're going to need skilled people to keep the machines up and running. You can be part of this great in-demand field by earning a 2-year degree in electromechanical technology, then becoming a robotics technician.
A robotic technician works on anything in the automated CNC fields or anything in the automated industrial industry, basically minimizing the workforce needed to make jobs happen. An individual to be successful as a robotic technician would be someone that's a self-starter. A typical day in the robotic industry could consist of anything from sitting at a desk looking at a computer, trying to figure out what's wrong with the programming, to being on the machine or on job site, trying to sort through the wires or the mechanical portion of the machine, of the robot, just trying to figure out what's wrong with it. So you're not ever kind of just sitting there, you're kind of always doing something, looking in a different direction to figure out what's going on. There are a lot of opportunities in the robotics industry. I mean, robots are the way of the future. I mean, and everything breaks, especially robots. There's tons of room for new, young individuals that want to do this. This career field is not going anywhere, and it is very lucrative to be in this industry.
To succeed as a robotics technician, you'll need good troubleshooting skills, attention to detail, and critical thinking to determine alternative solutions to problems. As an entry-level robotics technician, you can expect to earn around $40,000 a year. Now, speaking of jobs in tech, we use computers just about every day of our lives, both for work or for fun. And when they don't work like they're supposed to, our world comes to a screeching halt. So the more we rely on computers, the more we need tech-savvy people who can keep the systems up and running. Computer support specialists are the tech gurus that people rely on for their computer needs, like configuring a wireless network, running diagnostics and troubleshooting, repairing, installing, and upgrading computer systems. You might help people solve problems in person, over the phone, or electronically. A good computer support specialist has an analytical mind, is dependable, and obviously should be a good problem solver. And as you may have picked up on during the course of this video, you can earn an associate degree in just 2 years. With a degree in computer maintenance technology, you'll be on your way to becoming the office hero. And the pay is not bad either. The average starting pay for a computer support specialist is more than $36,000 per year. If you have a good sense of law and order and want to make a positive impact on the lives of the people in your community, you may want to investigate becoming a police officer.
A person that wants to be a police officer needs to be sure that they have a servant's heart, wants to be involved in the community, also needs to make sure that they have the courage to run into the fates of danger when other people are running away. It is a dangerous as well as a very rewarding career, and it is a career. You've got to, first of all, decide if you're interested in a small agency where you're more integrated into the community, or a larger agency where there's a lot more opportunity. As a police officer, there is no typical day. There are usually 10 hours in a shift, and it can be the first call out of the gate is a homicide, or it can be a little old lady has lost her cat. It's different every day. It's unpredictable, it's exciting. Some days are boring, but mostly it's just fun.
A good police officer has excellent negotiation and persuasion skills. You also need strong social skills to help deal with stressful circumstances, as well as an interest in helping people. Rookie police officers can expect to earn around $44,000 per year. The opportunities in law enforcement are also outstanding in Canada, where the pay for a rookie police officer averages more than $51,000 per year. There are dozens of opportunities for advancement in law enforcement. You can become a detective or a crime scene investigator, for example, or become a fish and game warden, work for Immigration and Customs, or a number of other organizations and agencies. If you have the gift of persuasion and enjoy selling, you may consider becoming an insurance sales agent. Think about this. Everyone who drives a car or owns a home is required to have insurance. And just about every US adult is covered under some kind of life or health insurance policy. So it's a career with great opportunity. Insurance agents come from all sorts of backgrounds with varying levels of education. And while there are no set academic requirements for an insurance agent, job seekers with an associate degree will definitely have a leg up on the competition. Before you begin to sell policies, you have to be licensed. Now, each state has a different requirement for insurance agents. Some states require that you take a pre-licensing training course, but all states require that you pass a license exam before you begin selling. And once all this is out of the way, you're ready to begin earning. Insurance sales agents sell a wide variety of insurance products to both businesses and individuals. You've probably heard of automobile, home, fire, life, property, health, and dental insurance, But there are also more specialized areas like marine, farm and crop, and medical malpractice, just to name a few. To be a really successful agent, you'll have to have outstanding people and social skills. You should be service-oriented, but also possess the power of persuasion. As is the case with just about every sales job, your pay is based either in part or entirely on your sales performance. The more you sell, the more you earn. In fact, the national average for an entry-level insurance sales agent is around $33,000 per year. Well, I hope I've given you a little to think about as you consider your next step. All of the careers we've touched on today are predicted to grow rapidly in the next few years and have a large number of openings. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are hundreds and hundreds of career possibilities out there. That may sound a bit overwhelming, but the good news is that there are plenty of resources to help you decide which career is right for you. In the US, check out mynextmove.org, sponsored by the US Department of Labor. They have tons of tools to help you explore the myriad of possibilities out there for you. In Canada, go to jobbank.gc.ca. You can search career options based on your skills and knowledge, as well as explore careers based on job outlook, education, wages, and more. So try not to stress. Just take your time and do your homework. Remember to ask yourself these questions. What am I interested in doing? What am I good at? And where does the amount of money I earn fit into the equation? Watch our other Job Genius job profile videos to learn about hot jobs available in the trades with a career tech certification or bachelor's degree. There is no one-size-fits-all decision. It's your life and your choice. So choose wisely and be confident in your choice. Good luck. The Job Genius Education Series is presented by Express Employment Professionals. Visit expresspros.com to learn more. Your future awaits. Being a job genius is in your future. Watch all the videos to get you started on your path to a great job.